Well, that's been a rollercoaster of a weekend. Welcome to my channel. I am the Sarcastic Barman, and if you haven't heard, Orphangate is now a thing. Hashtag Orphangate. So she struck at Logical Troglodytes. She struck at myself. I'm not sure as I'm recording this if she did try to strike at a few others. But yeah, the queen of having comments removed has now become the queen of having videos removed. It's getting a bit ridiculous now, Orphan. If you can't take criticism, get the fuck off the internet, I should say. But we're going to crack on with part 3, and we will be using the latest in face blurring and voice altering technology. This will be fun. What face remaker? I was thinking of just a picture of a butt, because she's a butthead, but I'm not sure. I'll decide as I've recorded this video. But anyway, part 3.
Because I put all this time and work into my channel, and it sucks if other people just kind of take my content and upload it on their own channels and put insults in between clips of me. That bothers me, the trolls, when they do that.
Oh, does it bother you? Oh, diddums. Well, here's an idea. Stop being so fucking wrong, and then people wouldn't make videos reacting and telling you why you're so fucking wrong. So, yeah, have fun.
Okay, but so there's this formula that exists, and we see this pattern, and so there are these constants. The speed of light seems to be a constant.
I remember now why I gave up on her last video. She starts talking. It seems to go okay. Then she starts talking crap. Then she gets distracted and talks about other crap. And eventually comes back to the original crap, but speaks it even in more crap. I'm trying to find clips that aren't full of crap, and it's getting very, very difficult. She just spent a bit of time saying that most people don't understand that E equals mc squared doesn't mean that the matter is not travelling at the speed of light squared. So, yeah, okay. We obviously know it's not travelling at the speed of light squared, but she thinks that we think that it is, because we don't understand what E equals mc squared means. Ugh.
And so the speed of light is one of these magical numbers. And what do we find? We find that in the Great Pyramid of Giza, the King's Chamber...
The what chamber?
The King's Chamber.
King's chamber.
King's Chamber.
King's chamber.
King's Chamber.
Oh, fuck it. Just go on.
Just so happens to be on the is it the longitude or latitude?
Latitude. She'll get there eventually, but latitude.
That corresponds to what number? The speed of light.
Right. So you're saying, number 1, the Egyptians knew the world was round. Brill for us. Or you're saying they thought it was a flat disc and the latitude line was just the latitude line on the big flat plane, but then they knew how big the Earth was. Okay. Number 2, you think they knew what meters were? A unit of measurement that wasn't used until what, the 1790s or something daft like that? Okay. And then you're also assuming they knew what a second was, or they had any point of reference for measuring a second. Or it's a big coincidence. Or is it the Illuminati? But yeah, it's just bollocks, isn't it? If it had been, hang on, I worked this out, 656,001,002.1881838 degrees, then you could go, ooh, isn't that more of a coincidence? Because that is the speed of light in cubits per second. So at least that's a one measurement that the Egyptians had, cubits. So, yeah. Can you actually give something that's not a load of bollocks now, please, Miss Red? Jesus Christ.
That's very different from saying we know the Earth is flat because of this and this and that, right? And so, for example, for me, the long distance photography awards and the infrared footage.
Oh, thank God, we're finally getting to something that's actually flat Earth proof. or as proof as a flat earth person can make it. Right, let's see what your problem with long distance photography and infrared footage is. Oh dear.
Now there has been evidence from the long distance photography awards where these photographers take these shots that are from of objects or of landscapes that are so far away that we shouldn't be able to see that on a globe Earth, on a curved Earth, right? It should be hidden behind the curve.
Now, here was me hoping you were going to bring something new to the table on this, but obviously not. So this has been covered more times than I can shake a stick at. We'll basically break it down. World's longest record photo, 440 kilometres. Observer height was about 2 kilometres. The mountain height was about 4 kilometres. So yeah, it's more than we should be able to see, unless you take into account refraction, and then take into fact that they did this at a certain time on a certain day, knew all the weather conditions, took it at sunrise to get the best refraction so they could win this record. If it was as simple as let's go up a mountain and take a fucking photo, everyone would be fucking doing it. Let's see what else you've got rubbish to say.
And I think that like, and that's another one of these things where I'm like, why is that not enough for people, right? Now we have this fantastic infrared footage on YouTube.
I looked. It's not fantastic. It's quite poop.
There's a lot of it, and I'm sure as time goes by, there's going to be more and more of it. That shows that when you look through a normal camera lens and you can see, oh, there's the horizon, and then everything else is hidden behind the curve, and then you slip in an infrared lens, and all of a sudden, oh wait, it's all this other land now suddenly pops up into view.
So I went through YouTube. We did for flat Earth, infrared distance. The majority of them were taken from high up. There's one that's even listed as 33,000 feet because he's taken it off a plane, and then wonders why he can see 1,000 miles from a plane. Well, he claims it's 1,000 miles. He can't decide if it's clouds he's looking at or the top of mountains. So that's quite amusing. You're not bringing anything new to the table, Orphan Red, that's not been looked at, questioned, and found to be severely wanting.
This clearly disproves, like, it cannot be a globe with a diameter of 7,900 miles across, because if it were, this footage would be impossible.
Just before you say things like this and make yourself sound even dafter than you already do, just understand why the viewer height is so important, why they go to the top of a fucking mountain to take the picture for the long distance photography record, and then understand about refraction. These are simple flat earth things that you should know. Oh God.
Maybe you've seen curvature from the plane when you traveled last summer, right? Because some people really do think that curvature that actually comes from the double pane glass and the refraction of the light through the edges of the double. Anyway, I talked about it in a different video.
God, I can't take much more of this. My brain is starting to melt out my fucking ears. Now, next time you're in a plane, on the runway, look out the window. Does the horizon curve? No. Then, when you're at cruising altitude, look out the window. You might see the slight curve. If Concorde was still going, yes, you would if you were rich enough to go on Concorde because you're a lot higher up. You're just talking crap, Orphan Red. You really are. Now, God damn it, please give me something, or I'm just going to pass out on the floor. My ears are just going to pour my brains out. For God's sake, it's too early to drink, and
Mechanical gyroscopes don't show the drift, and
you're not picking your words carefully there, are you, Orphan, and making sure you say mechanical gyroscopes for Any reason?
What do we do with that? Well, people will just dismiss it, okay, but it's easy to dismiss because it's...
Is this just going to be more crap wombling, wombling, crapping, wombling, crap? Oh, I can't do any more. I need a break. Jesus Christ! I need somebody to help me, please. I need a drink. Oh, God.
And I thought I needed therapy after 2 hours of dumbass bay. But I have to hand it to you, barman, because you must have sat through, 10 hours of her utter bollocks? I never had intentions of touching Orphan Red until you came to me a few days ago and say, would you like to jump in and say a few words? But in light of Orphangate and what has happened to our friend the Logical Troglodyte, well, it's headline news, isn't it? So thanks for having me on, barman. It's JutMonk the Drunk Monkey, for those of you that don't know me yet, the guy that finds the cherry-picking imbeciles and rams the rest of the cherries they've missed down their throat.
You can't...
I beg your pardon?
You can't...
Orphan Red, what's going on in your brain?
Unknowable.
Unknowable? I think what you mean is, I don't know what's going on inside my brain. Mensa my arse.
Maybe it's because they can't, because I'm in Mensa and they're not, and I can do things that their brains cannot do.
Or maybe you're laughing your arse off because the whole Mensa thing is a fucking joke. I mean, come on. You make words up. Smart people don't do that, you dumbass.
So,
Oh, come on, you intellectually challenged shit for brains. Spit something out at least. I'm going to have to skip this video if all you're going to do is just air toilet from your mouth.
thousands of Simon Dans...
Now listen up, you menstruating moron. There's only one Simon Dan, you know, and the guy is a legend, whereas you are not.
left comments under that video, and they're all the same. There's like 5 comments, there's all the same 5 comments over and over. Thousands.
So let me get this right. Thousands of Simon Dans left 5 comments. Is that between them or 5 comments each? Well, there was thousands of comments. So which is it? 5 comments or thousands of comments? Or is it 5 of the same comments? Or what is it? Look, Orphan Plum. I can only explain it to you. I can't understand it for you. So here goes. There's only one Simon Dan. One Simon Dan. There's only one Simon Dan. Simon Dan!
Probably at this point, tens of thousands.
Oh, stop the world. I want to get off. Do you know what, morphine head? I envy every single person on this planet who hasn't seen one of your videos yet. There's only one Simon Dan. I sung you a fucking song. I mean, would it help if I drew you a picture?
Tommy, go to bed. It's 11 p.m. I don't know what's happening, but I think that they're running away. But maybe it's just their mom telling them to go to bed because it's past their bedtime. I don't know. But so this is the point.
Oh, you spanner. You haven't made a point. Listen, somewhere out there, there's a tree whose sole purpose is to replace the oxygen you're wasting. Now get off your bed, put a coat on over that carrier bag you're wearing, go find that poor tree and apologise, will ya?
The first set of... This is why I keep coming back to this. Because this is so huge and momentous and people don't seem to be able to... And I don't know how to explain it so that you can integrate it properly. Because I don't know how you set things up in your mind.
Oh, Miss Red the Airhead, I don't think anybody on planet Earth knows how you set things up in your brain. I mean, you literally shit in the face of evolution.
I know how I do it in mine, but it's not something that I can... right? Like, it's unique to my architecture of understanding of the world, so that's how I integrate it.
Dumbass pleb. Whoever told you to be yourself couldn't have given you worse advice. I tell you what, let's skip along your video a little bit and see if we can find somewhere where you actually make sense.
And it's not, and I'm not pointing, like, you're the one that initiated this, you set me on this path, a topic, but I'm not pointing you out.
Listen, Plum Girl, I didn't set you down this path or put you onto this topic. You haven't got a topic. It's just noise coming out of your face.
I feel like that was a little bit, I don't know, off the beaten path for people, maybe. I'm sorry. But do you see what, like, I hope that clarifies what I'm trying to communicate.
I'm afraid you haven't clarified anything to me at all, completely inbred, or whatever your name is. Yeah, I don't think I can do any more of this sarcastic barman, so I'll hand her back to you. I would just like to say that I'm absolutely disgusted with the underhand tactics she's using, just because we're all having a laugh and putting her straight in the process. And I'd like a few words to you, Orphan Red. I don't hate you for what you've done to Logical and anybody else. I don't hate you for that. But I would unplug your life support machine to charge my phone. Back to you, my man.
Oh, thank God for that. JutMonk, you are awesome. Oh, I don't know how much more I could have taken of that. The break was needed and the Simon Dan song, fucking perfect. Right, there's not much left of this. We are going to crack it out. We're going to get it done. And we're going to put this woman to bed for good. Jesus Christ, I don't think I could take it. Oh, but one last push.
Okay, infrared footage. For me, the infrared footage and the long distance photography, those are pretty strong evidence that, P.S. let me know if the music is too close to the mic and if the music is overpowering my voice.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Oh, I am enjoying this scene.
Get on with it.
Let me know. So yeah, I do think that that's strong evidence that the Earth cannot be the globe, as a standard model presents it.
This is the last half an hour basically of her video, and we're still plodding about with the only two proofs being the long distance photography and the infrared photography, both of which are bollocks. Oh, god damn it, come on.
So that would be number one. And then what's number two?
Yes, that was number one. Now, come on, number two. These are your fucking proofs. Jesus Christ.
That are not, not flaws in the science models that make us have to reject it because of those, right? Because that's the thing that I'm trying to get at, is that those things tend to be easier for people to just be like, I don't know enough about it, so I'm just going to call it word salad and walk away. So, like, what are the things that are more tangible?
Fuck, you said it, word salad. Fucking movie magic time, because this is getting fucking ridiculous.
That are accessible to people. That you can say, look at this, and it clearly shows that the Earth is not a globe. Like, I think that the long distance photography, the laser should have, but doesn't, right? The laser's over the lake, right? Where people are shooting a laser, and then they're recording it on the other side of the body of water, and then that should establish that, okay, clearly there's no curvature here. But then now what we've seen is that then the people come back saying, oh, refraction. People don't even understand how refraction works. They're saying, oh, that's just because of refraction.
Well, yes, it is because of refraction, and if you get a day where there's no refraction, you'll find you don't see the fucking laser on the other side of the fucking lake. Where do you see the laser? Fucking up there. Fuck's sake. More movie magic.
The pear-shaped model of Earth, right? The globe model says that the Earth is a pear. No, it cannot be, because if it's pear-shaped, then that would affect the angles to the sun. The angle to the sun in the northern hemisphere, right, would be different than the angles to the sun in the southern hemisphere. And what that means is you could not have time zones that are consistent from the northern to the southern hemisphere, that triangulate to the sun from east to west, west, east.
First things first, don't you dare even try to mention angles to the sun, because then you'd see that your model's fucked up. Oh wait, you don't have a model. Second, I know Neil deGrasse Tyson said it's slightly pear-shaped. It's an oblate spheroid. It's slightly bigger below the equator than it is above. It's not a fucking pear, you fucking plum. Jesus Christ, woman. The density of your brain. Oh, god damn it. That's it. Done. Crap all there. It literally just talked about other things, talked about this, talked about the movies, talked about the laser and refraction. I was just like, oh, for God's sake. Sexual exploitation came up. I was just like, for God's sake, it's just done. You've given me nothing in that entire video, really, Red. It was pointlessly. Oh, now, I want to reiterate something in the video that you got taken down off Logical Troglodyte. He challenged you to a debate. Now, if you're going to watch my video so you can put the copyright strike on him, because you need to know what you're copyright striking, pay attention to this bit. He wants to debate you. Go on the non-secular show and show that you're not a complete moron for once, and debate someone who's got the knowledge to tell you what you're not understanding. Or is it just going to be, no, close this down, put on the thing, do a bloody blah, no. Yeah, so that's that. I've had enough of this woman. Jesus Christ, I hope to never see one of her videos ever again. Oh, I've got a few others lined up to do with other people, though. We're going to have a bit more of a laugh with them. This one was a bit serious because I was just knackered by the halfway through point. It's such a long set of rambling crap to get through. Christ alight. But anyway, I am the Sarcastic Barman. I hope you enjoyed all this. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that jazz down below. Make sure you head over to JutMonk, the Drunk Monk. I'll leave the link in the description below. He's absolutely awesome. Head over to Logical Troglodyte as well. Make sure you say hello and give him all the support he needs for having his video removed, which was a very, very good video. There's a couple of mirrors floating about. Make sure you check them out. Thank you very much, and good night.